Hey, welcome to the countdown for I'm Right, where you have me, Anthony A. Cordova, and Jill Cox Cordova here to do I'm Right. And we have about 4 minutes and 19 seconds till the show gets started. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Now, always remember that if you're watching this in replay, you can fast forward right past this spot and get right into the show. But who knows? This might be the best part of the show. But we'll see. Okay, look, there's several ways you can watch this show. You can watch this show on YouTube and Facebook. You can also watch it right through the website. And the website is jillcoxcordova.com, and just click on the podcast tab and you will be right here at the show watching live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's something you can do. Also, on Facebook, you can comment anytime during the show, and we would love it if you do that, because then we know you are there. And also, they say that you can also comment on YouTube also, but I haven't seen that yet. But you can do emojis from YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, use the emojis. Also on Facebook, there will be a link. If you want to actually be on the show, in the show, you want to participate, you want to be one of the people that are on the stage, you hit that link and follow the prompts, and before you know it, you will be right here on the show. We'll see you, the audience will see you, but not instantly. We'll see you first, and we'll let you know when we're bringing you to the stage. So please take advantage of that. So we've got about another 1 minute and 50 seconds, and the show will begin. So please stand by. Well, our tech person is telling us that YouTube will work tonight. So you can click on any one of those links. It'll either be YouTube or Facebook, either one you want to use. And you can also talk to us through YouTube and be on the stage. So we're looking forward to that. And remember that we love participation. All right, we've got a few more seconds and we'll see ya. Bye. Come on, Jill. Come on.
Hey. The roof is on fire. Hello, everybody. This is I'm Right.
I'm Right.
And I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova.
Hey. Hello.
Hello. What does hey mean? That's a good question, isn't it? Hey.
Well, it depends on how you say it. It could be hey, or it could be hey.
And hey.
Hey.
I didn't start saying hey and hey y'all till I moved
to Georgia.
South. Yes, we didn't. And actually, when I would go back home to New York, people would make fun of me. What? You don't hear me?
Not through my headset, no.
Well, there's something wrong with your headset. Do you have it plugged in?
I guess I do. Oh, no. Anyway.
You should hear me. Do you hear me now?
It's better now.
It's
yes.
better now? Maybe you don't have your earbuds in all the way. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, now I really don't. I'm falling.
See, your
apart, everybody.
Are falling out. And now she's going to say, it's too loud.
No, it's good.
Okay.
It's still good.
All right. Cool.
All right. Well, before we get to tonight's topic, a few weeks ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, our topic was about couple friends. And I just want to say, we have the best couple friends ever.
Yes, we do. How about
that? And
if
you don't believe that, we've got proof.
We have proof?
Yes. So Denise and Tony created this. Everybody, it's a coaster. And look, it matches the background. Look at that. Isn't that phenomenal? And they're like nice quality. Look at that. And they're heavy. And they have like, things.
They're ceramic. They're ceramic and they have little feet on the back. And
they just surprised us with these.
This is another thing that I created. And it is, it's actually right off to my right. If you can see it. So, and this is news to them. This is breaking news. As you all know, I'm somewhat of an artist also. So I'm going to make some type of art using these coasters, and I'm going to make it functional. So a functional coaster holder that is art, and it will have function. So it will be form and function, which I think is pretty cool. So, but that might take a while because everything I make from hand, from scratch.
Yes, you do.
So.
And obviously, Denise and Tony are artists as well. And if you would like your very own coasters, or they have other things too, wonderful photography.
So they can customize these with your pictures or things that are most meaningful to you. Yes. Anyway, but yeah, they can do a lot of things.
Yes, so if
he's a fantastic photographer, and that's what he does.
Absolutely. So if you would like your very own, on both comments in Facebook and comments on YouTube, I have given you the information to click on their Etsy shop, as well as if you just want to email them. So look in the comments on Facebook and YouTube, and you'll find that information.
All right. Sell some stuff.
So see, we got great couple friends. You should find you some too. All right. Well, you ready to get to tonight's topic?
I am absolutely ready.
Tonight's show is called Why Can't We Be Friends? Because what happens when someone puts you in the friend zone? It's part of a segment that we call
Stand by Your Stance.
Stand by your stance.
Well, I think before we take a stance, I think we should talk about what what does it mean to be in the friend zone? And so it's basically when one person likes the other and the other one doesn't like them for that in that way.
Well, no, it's a little more than that.
It's more, but that's the
because
simplest terms.
there are two people that actually like each other, but one person
wants to go in a
just
romantic
as a friend, and the other person sees them as a romantic partner, potential romantic partner.
Yes, and there are signs, by the way, of when you've been put in the friend zone. So, for example, when you ask them if they want to go someplace with you, they invite friends to come too. Chances are you're in a friend zone. They might, if you tell them how you feel about them, they might say, "Oh, I think of you like my brother or my sister." I've used that one before. They might tell you other people that they do like. So clearly it's not you.
Well, you know what? I'm going to bring something up.
Okay.
Now, sometimes people are friends. Sometimes. And we're talking about opposite sex, or if you're great, gay, straight, lesbian, it doesn't matter. But you have this relationship with this person, and it's you two are friends. Okay, been friends. But they always say, if you want a really good relationship, a lasting relationship, and a lasting romantic relationship, you also need to be friends. So I have had situations where I was friends with someone, and she brought up that point. She's like, "Hey, we're really good friends, and we had been friends for maybe 2 years. And we did things together, and we talked about different stuff. We did what friends do, okay? But then one day
Not friends with benefits.
Not friends with benefits, yes. Just friends. So one day she says, "Hey," she brought up the point that, to create a good relationship, you need to be friends. So we had that. So she said, "But maybe we should go a little further." And I told her, I said, "Well, I'm afraid that it will ruin our friendship.
And sometimes it does.
If it doesn't go well." And she said, "Well, we should try." I said, "Well, I'm not sure we should try, because I really do cherish our friendship." And I said, "Well, give me a week to think about it." And
a whole week?
Yeah, a week.
Okay.
Why? A week is too long?
Seems like you'd already made up your mind, but okay.
No, I hadn't made up my mind. So give me a week. I would figure out, take some time. So after a week, I said, "Yeah, okay, we can try it."
And
we started a romantic relationship. And it was going well, actually.
Until
I realized that, she really wanted to get married.
Oh.
And I wasn't ready to get married. It was after my first divorce, and I wasn't ready to get married.
Okay.
So
what happened when you told her? Well, clearly you didn't marry her. We're married.
Well, that didn't go well.
Oh.
That didn't go well.
So you did lose her as a friend.
Yes, I did, for momentarily, for a few months. And then, she called me one day. She said, "You told me you had concerns before we started this, and now, we're not seeing each other anymore, and I cussed you out, I, she really let me have it. Okay, and I'm not gonna go into details, but she said, but I would like to try to be friends again. And I did try because I really did cherish her as a friend. I really did. And it ended up not working.
Well, see, that's the stance I want to bring up. But before I say what my stance is, I want to welcome our niece Jeanette to the show. Hey, Jeanette.
Hey,
She
Jeanette.
says not friends with benefits. LOL. And then Dave and Sam are here too. And Dave says, "Hello, wonderful people. Hello, wonderful people back."
Hey,
Hello.
David, Sam. Hey. And for those of you that don't know, when I do this, you don't even know what that is, do you, Jill?
I'll let you explain. I have an idea, but you explain.
It's a reference to the Little Rascals.
Then I definitely
You
don't
did
know.
not know that.
I thought it was like rainbow. Like,
Okay.
Nope,
yes,
definitely didn't know.
It's just an old show I grew up with in
Okay.
my youth.
Well, my stance on friends is the point you last made, which is if someone puts you in the friend zone, can you really be friends? I don't think that ever works out because the other person will still that you can try to have a friendship, but I don't think you're friends after it becomes known that you like them or that they have put you or you realize that you've been put in a friend zone because one person is not satisfied. One person's not satisfied.
Yeah, but you know what I've found that quite often the one that's been put in the friend zone, they are willing to sacrifice their dignity.
Well, that's what I mean. Like why do you have to cater to the other one? Like clearly you have a different
Because-
need and a different wish. So
Because the hope is if I just hang around long enough,
they'll give in.
eventually they'll see that I'm the one.
But see,
I'm the one.
maybe. Sometimes that does happen. But it's been my experience that you probably weren't my friend in the first place because you would know me better to know that I don't normally, I don't normally give in. Like, usually my first, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if you don't
said that
have-
wrong. I do compromise sometimes, but not where I have like sometimes usually my first impression and how I want my relationship to be with you is what it is. It's what it becomes.
That's right. Like when Jill saw me for the first time in her line at the bookstore, she started drooling. She started drooling when she saw me, and I
No
was
one
like,
believes
okay.
you.
I
You
was
know
like,
this, right?
Okay.
No one believes
yeah,
you.
Yeah, we gonna work this out.
I want to.
Hey,
I want to welcome Crystal to the show as well. She says I'm here too.
Crystal.
And Crystal said hi to Jeanette.
Hey, Crystal. Hey. And I do want to say something to Dave and Sam. I may come to your show tonight, and for everyone that knows, the Married Couple show comes on tonight on YouTube at, let's see. That's 8 o'clock Central Time. Right.
Correct.
And you can check
Yes.
them out on YouTube. But I got to go to bed tonight.
Early. You always have to go to bed,
I'm
but
I'm
early.
back to the way I used to be, and I have to go to bed really early. So, by 8:30 your time, it's gonna be good nap. Time to go to sleep. So, I may be there for a few moments. Yeah.
Okay.
So, hey.
Mrs. Wise is here. She says,
Mrs.
hello, Jill from the
Wise.
Wise family. Mrs. Wise, everybody knows I love words. I love English. And one
Yes.
reason is because Mrs. Wise was my English teacher. I loved
Mrs. Wise is your
diagramming
English teacher?
in high school at Caverna. Go
At
Big
Caverna?
C. Yes, in high school. And her husband was the principal when I was there too. And at one point, he was also my math teacher before he became a principal. So I love the Wises. Hello to you both. Oh, so excited to hear from you. And I
Mrs.
love English. And I wish people still diagram sentences.
Hey,
It's still one of my favorite things to do.
Mrs. Wise, would you ever think that one of your top students would marry someone that's an awful student? I'm an awful student. I'm sorry, but I am. I'm an awful student. Wah, wah, wah. You know, but it's okay.
But you're still smart.
No, but I love learning.
You do.
I love
You do.
learning, but I'm an awful student. And how does that match? It's like doesn't make sense.
You still love to learn.
Yes.
I still love to learn.
Yes.
But I like school and you didn't.
No, I did not like school.
Well, we should get on to our second segment since this is a short show. So
Yeah, we're halfway
let's
through
let's
already.
yes we are. So let's get to our second segment that we call
I'm trying to help you.
Oh, yes.
How would you help someone who's been put in the friend zone? How would you help them?
Well, first of all, realize you've been put in the friend zone. And most of the time, people that are put in the friend zone know it. And it's like I said earlier, they're just waiting. I'm waiting
it
for my
out.
chance. But don't do that. Really, do not do that. Don't wait. Find someone that will love you and appreciate you for who you are as you are. Don't try to change for someone else. Don't try to wait until that other person has so many bad relationships and you're always there waiting to pick up the... No, don't do that. Don't find someone that loves you for you. And you'll be much happier. Yeah.
I agree. See, I actually
You
agree.
agree?
I agree with you.
So I'm right.
We're both right.
I'm right.
We're both right.
I'm right.
I'm right too.
Say I'm
you just
right.
you just said it first.
Say I'm right. Say
I'm
Tony,
right.
you're right.
I'm right.
But Tony, say you're right.
I'm right.
You're right. Say you're
I'm
right.
right. I
Say
am saying I'm right.
Tony, say you're right.
Tony, you're right, and I'm right too.
All right.
How's that?
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Because what I was going to say, my advice was, first of all, you have to be honest with yourself and with the other person. Because I don't know, in my past, people thought I could read minds and read feelings and you know, like, but most of the time I didn't know because they were my friend, right?
Oh, you thought they were just your friend.
They were, well, I did think that. Yes, I did.
But you
I
know,
did think that.
to this day, Jill thinks certain people were just friends. And I was telling her the moment, you know, we were together, I was like, no. That is,
You have
that
met
is not just
you have
a
met
friend.
some of my
No.
exes. That's
That
true.
somebody that's in the friend zone is just waiting for us to get divorced so he could pick up the pieces.
I wouldn't turn to him. That's for sure. Mrs. Wise says, I am not sure you were an awful student, LOL, because you married one of my best.
Oh, yes. I am smart. I am smart. Thank you, Mrs. Wise. I am smart for marrying one of the best.
By the way, I always thought it was great that they had the last name Wise because
Why?
they're among the wisest people I know.
Yes.
I always thought that fit them perfectly.
Yeah, you know, I had a family across the street from me growing up, then they were Wise.
They were wise too.
Yes. Yeah,
Interesting.
their last name was Wise.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
So see, you're right and I'm right too.
Today.
But what do you have advice for the next few minutes? What advice do you have for someone? In my case, when I was in high school and college, people that I was actually friends with, we knew we were friends, but other people thought we weren't. So what do you have when other people think your relationship is more than what it is?
Don't worry about it.
That's what I did.
Seriously, don't worry about it.
That is what I did.
Everyone in this world will always make assumptions.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter what it is. They will always make their own assumptions, and quite often we cannot change their assumptions.
That's right. No matter what you do.
Yeah.
I'm going through that right now. Not in a romantic relationship, but people make assumptions about me and label me, and they're not right. And it gets back to me that they're not right.
Like what?
I better not say.
Like what?
I better
Give
not
us
say.
an example.
I better not say. We don't know who all is watching.
All right, I am gonna let this one slide.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
letting it slide.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All of you know that I am letting this one slide. I don't usually let these types of things slide.
This is true.
But this evening, I'm letting it slide. Ooh,
Jeanette says, hold it in. Hold it in. Because she knows.
All right,
She knows what you would usually do.
All right, hold it in. Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to our last segment that we call Hey.
Did you hear about this? Ooh, did you hear about this? I usually say, did you hear about that?
You do usually say that.
Did you hear about that? Really? Anyway,
Well,
what did we hear about?
if you've never watched this show, this is the segment where I talk about something related, or I talk about a study or a survey or something interesting that relates to our topic. So I found that Time Magazine, on their website, and it's been a few years since they did this, they actually came up with a calculator, so to speak, where you put in like your age, your gender, and whether you're interested, what type of person you're interested in. And and then it gives you scenarios, and it calculates whether you're in the friend zone or not.
Really?
What's your percentage? So the things that the variables.
Oh, I
I
did not hear about this.
I never tell him what I hear so that he can have a candid response.
I did not hear about this.
So it had four variables in the equation. It says, so one is, how do you know the person? What's your relationship already? What's the mode of communication used if you're going to ask them out or if they asked you out? So.
Wait. But if the other person, if one is in the friend zone and the other one is not, the other person would not ask them out, would they?
They may ask you to spend time with you.
They might say, hey, let's go get something.
Let's go. Yes.
Yes.
So maybe the person who's interested in the other one might think it's a date, and the other person will be like, hey, we're just hanging out.
Yeah, like I thought I had a date. I thought I had a date.
You have to use the word date with me for me to know I'm on a date, or at least back then. So the mode of communication. So did they ask it in a text, in person, email? How did they ask? And then the type of the activity that you're proposing to do, and the day of the week, and the time. So if you ask someone to go with you for a drink, at night on a Saturday night, the odds that it's a date go up, as opposed to let's go for coffee or tea on a Sunday afternoon, right? So there are variables and it calculates it for you.
Oh, well, no, I did not hear about that. But we have Donna here.
Oh, Donna! Oh, my
Donna.
Caverna is showing up
out
tonight.
Today.
Thank you, Donna.
And she
Hi.
says it's all about perception these days.
It sure is. This is the number one, Donna. If you've never watched the show, the word Tony uses the most is perception.
That is not the
during
word
this
I
show.
use the most.
During this show, and love.
Hi, Donna. But perception is very.
I still don't know the
important.
reference, but okay.
Very, very yes. Perception is very important because
I love you too, Donna. Thank you.
Different perception. I love you too, and I haven't even met you. But if Jill loves you, you must be a good person. So, Look, and she says she hasn't seen this before. You haven't seen us before. We've been doing this for 7 years.
Oh, don't get on her case. Donna, ignore him. I'm happy you're here tonight. We've been doing this for 7 years, and you are watching the latest progression of I'm Right, I'm Right. We started off just as a podcast where you just heard us and listened to us and you could not interact with us. But now you can see us and interact with us and all of that. You can actually even be on the show, on the screen with us if you want it. That QR code that you're seeing right now, if you scan it with your phone, within probably a minute, you would be on the show and everyone would be able to see you. But we would let you know when we're bringing you to what we call the stage. Right. But we are out of time for that tonight.
Out of time.
But in the future,
but
you can do that.
I was getting to make a point about your little study that you were talking about, and it depends on when, what time of day, what day it is, and all of that. And that gets back to one of our most popular episodes early on.
Was our very first episode.
Meeting date.
What is a meeting date?
What is a meeting date?
He had to educate me on that because he thought we had a date when we didn't have a date.
But I think no. We're talking about meeting dates, and we're not specifically us. But a meeting date.
But that's how it came up.
A meeting date is, when you just go and meet somebody and it's a quick and it's lunch and you can decide whether you want a second date or not or whether you want to get out of it quick. But now I'm also seeing that can be a little more defined. So we can also define it in, is it a friendship date? Meeting?
Right. Because friends hang out, right?
Meeting. Or is it a meeting date? Or is it a date? Or what is it? So I think we should have a show on that.
Okay.
Whether
Coming
it's
up.
a meeting date, friendship date, friendship meeting, all of that.
Yes.
That would be pretty cool, I think.
Well, Donna had more comments when we were talking about perception. She says, my kids hate it when I reference perception.
Perception is
I understand.
very important.
I used to teach college, so I understand that. And she also said, I will definitely be keeping up. Jill knows who I'm married to, Earl Jewell. Remember my high school reunion that you went to with me?
I was at the high school reunion. Yes, I remember the band.
Earl was in the band.
Hey, Earl! Cool Earl. What instrument did Earl play? The bass?
I want to say drums. Is that right,
drums.
Donna? Correct. Is it drums or what? I can't remember, but I know he was in the band.
I remember there was very good food there.
Yes.
And I'm told.
And she says yes. I was right.
Yes. And some of the food was leftovers from a restaurant. You didn't know I knew that, did you? I find out all kinds of stuff.
And she says Earl is the love of her life. And she says, I'm not sure you have enough time for me to rant.
Well, come back next week.
Yeah, we'll give you plenty of time.
8 p.m. Eastern, and we can talk about the love.
Well, speaking of that, we should wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up.
So. Mrs. Weiss also said Forrest, that's her husband, and I became best friends before the chemistry changed. We slowly but surely fell in love. We have been married 50 years.
Wow.
Woo!
It's like we did that on cue.
We did. We didn't plan it. And they are a wonderful couple. I love them together, just like I love Donna and Earl together, too. Right. And I'm proud of you too, Donna. I keep up with your post on Facebook, so keep them coming.
Yes.
All right, but we are out of time.
Okay, so, I guess you're telling me to push buttons.
Yes, push buttons and talk.
Oh, push button and talk. Okay, this is the end of our show this evening. But Remember to come back next week to check out I'm Right, and that's every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And there's several ways you can watch the show. You can log into JillCoxCordova.com and click the podcast tab, or you can watch from Facebook or YouTube. Also know that I still have Poetic People Fighting Racism, and that's where I do poetry from a manuscript I have written called Living and Dying, and that's every other Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and the next show is not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. So check that out. All right, what else have we got? It's us again!
Mrs. Wise says that we're cute.
Hey,
you two are so
we're
cute. And Tata says, keep going, babe. And Mrs. Wise said, stay well.
Yes.
We hope you all stay well, too.
And everybody
we do love
that's
you
come,
all.
Crystal, Jeanette, Dave and Sam, Mrs. Wise, Donna, everyone, thank you so much for coming tonight, because it means a lot to us.
It does.
And the show is a lot better when you all are here.
It is.
So keep coming.
We love you all. Thank
Yes,
you.
We do love you all.
All right, we'll be back next week. Come join us.
So, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.